Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome in to Championship Wrestling, sanctioned by the United States Wrestling Organization, calling the action live from ringside. Tonight on the card, we have Maniac Mark Anthony, Christian Hayne, the Boogie Woogie Boy will be defending the ATL Heavyweight Championship. Also a tag team title match with DKE challenging Rudy Switchblade and LT Falk. And your main event has been building for months here in USWO as former champion Norway Havoc locks up with current champion Jeff the Crippler Daniels with Dominique in his corner in a no disqualification match. So wrestling fans, buckle up tight. Fasten your seatbelts, because it's going to be a wild ride on this week's broadcast of USWO Championship Wrestling, and it all starts when we return.
USWO and ATL present Championship Wrestling every Friday night at the Stadium Inn, downtown Nashville. Bell time 8 o'clock, doors open at 6:30. The Stadium Inn is located at the corner of James Robertson Parkway and Interstate Drive across from LP Field. I-24, exit 48. For more information, call the USWO hotline at 615-664-1669 at the Stadium Inn, where the stars shine bright on Friday night.
Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales, located at 621 Old Hickory Boulevard E. Our number is 615-612-7635. $500 down on most vehicles, home of 0% interest, financing on all auto loans. $50 weekly notes. Come see Bruce, Sherry, and Tim today at Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales.
Yes, you're approved.
Fletcher's Pizza at 2715 Old Lebanon Road, across from the Donaldson Plaza, featuring an all-you-can-eat buffet Sunday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The best wings around, the hottest sandwiches in town, and pizza that'll make you want to get down to Fletcher's Pizza at 2715 Lebanon Road, across from the Donaldson Plaza. Our number is 883-1844. Wrestling fans, welcome into USWO Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, Philip Michael Thomas, bringing you all the action live from ringside. And we starting off wild and woolly as Maniac Mark Anthony takes on former ATL standout and heavyweight champion, Christian Hayne. Mark Anthony, the Maniac, his reputation precedes itself in the world of professional wrestling. The man has been fined, suspended, and banned in several athletic commissions throughout the country. We'll see what he can do here with Christian Hayne. Mark Anthony has that brawling, unorthodox style in the tradition of the Terry Funks, the Dickie Slaters, and the Bruiser Brodies. Christian Hayne rotated around back into that side headlock. Mark Anthony stationary at this point, but trying to bridge his way out, perhaps into a top wrist lock, and pulls the hair and sweeps his leg. Christian Hayne kind of pacing himself, trying to size up Mark Anthony, trying to perhaps psych himself up, because Mark Anthony is pretty intimidating in the area. Both men, Christian Hayne behind, Mark Anthony. As I said, he can wrestle, he can brawl, he can do it all, ladies and gentlemen. The man is just a wrestling and brawling machine, a great mixture. You have to give it to the man, even as crazy and unorthodox as he is. But Christian Haim has the hammerlock, but Mark Anthony, as I said, can wrestle and reverses it with a drop toe hold. Now has the legs crossed in a kind of a surfboard maneuver here. Now he cinches his, hooks that, gets the hammer and the cross back, kind of a surfboard and hammer arm bar or whatever you would want to call that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us in the ring, we have Maniac Mark Anthony taking on former ATL standout and ATL heavyweight champion Christian Haim. Mark Anthony and Christian Haim back and forth thus far. Big vicious headbutt from Mark Anthony. Took Christian Haim down to his knees, and a big right hand from Christian Haim. Followed up by a big vicious chop. And another one for good measure. Now Christian Haim with a knee, ooh, and a headbutt of his own, kind of going out of his game there. And Mark Anthony follows up with another chop. Hooks him in, big high suplex, and Christian Haim is down. Like I said, this Mark Anthony, he intimidates people everywhere he goes, and he backs it up. A former protege of Raven. His name is synonymous with professional wrestling. Now Mark Anthony going into those eyes just with that thumb. Now he follows up with a big choke. Referee trying to make him break. He has to the count of 5. And the referee's trying to physically have to. Mark Anthony's not known for his pinfall victories, win-loss record. This man has probably lost more matches by being wild and woolly, by, just getting himself disqualified, by just literally using whatever he can get his hands on. And Christian Haim comes in over the top rope with a sunset flip. Mark Anthony with a big right hand. And Christian Haim is seeing stars. This Mark Anthony, I cannot say it enough, is just a rabid Wolverine. Has that arm bar, pushing in on it. Shades of Ole Anderson here now as he grinds in with the elbow towards the ear and the face. Just adding insult to injury there. Now Christian Haim has his foot on the rope. Referee will make him break this. If you want to know more about Mark Anthony's reputation, just ask great wrestlers like Hammerjack and the Boogie Woogie Boy. I'm sure they have some stories they could tell you, as well as some battle scars and wounds. Now Mark Anthony with a big moonsault, but Christian moves out of the way. Like I said, this man, he can wrestle and he can brawl. Christian ducks a clothesline, goes up, high crossbody, but Mark Anthony catches him and does a reverse fall-away slam. Christian Haim you got to give it to Christian Haim. He has brought his game to fight Mark Anthony, but has not fared very well thus far. Mark Anthony, now he throws him over the top rope. Referee being very lenient here with the rules, as you can be disqualified in the state of Tennessee by throwing your opponent over the top rope. Now Mark Anthony, like I said, grabs a chair, and that referee called for the bell. Like I said, this man does not care for winning or losing. He is just a vicious animal. Taking this chair, that's a hard plastic chair. That's not no soft. That's, man. Now Mark Anthony going for a metal folding chair by our camera operator there. Ooh, and another vicious shot to the back. Mark Anthony, we need to get some help out here for Christian. Mark Anthony, now let's take a look at the replay here. Mark Anthony going for that chair. At this point, he has been disqualified. This is about the 4th chair shot. That one, a metal folding chair to the back. Man, this guy is just crazy. There you see him barking. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with the Boogie Woogie Boy when we return.
USWO and ATL present Championship Wrestling every Friday night at the Stadium Inn, downtown Nashville. Bell time 8 o'clock, doors open at 6:30. The Stadium Inn is located at the corner of James Robertson Parkway and Interstate Drive across from LP Field. I-24, exit 48. For more information, call the USWO hotline at 615-664-1669 at the Stadium Inn, where the stars shine bright on Friday night.
Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales, located at 621 Old Hickory Boulevard E. Our number is 615-612-7635. $500 down on most vehicles, home of 0% interest, financing on all auto loans. $50 weekly notes. Come see Bruce, Sherry, and Tim today at Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales.
Yes, you're approved.
We cash any check.
Money orders, payroll checks,
I come here with my husband to get his check cashed.
Government checks.
insurance checks.
Out-of-town checks.
When customers have an emergency, we'll cash their check when no one else will.
I can come here after work. I can come here on the weekends.
I'm here to cash a check, and looks like a good store.
$10,000, $20,000.
$50,000.
No check is too big.
Advance Financial. Welcome.
Let me tell you, LT Falk, I know something about tag team wrestling because I carried you to the tag team gold that we had. And when it was my time to shine, I gave it up to be with Derek King Enterprises to go to the top. LT Falk, you find whatever partner you have because we know that your dad can't step in the ring because he's gonna break his hip. LT Falk, you find yourself a tag partner because I got the greatest, not only the greatest boss, but one of the greatest wrestlers to ever lace a pair of boots, and Derek King. Derek King, Drew Haskins, we're claiming the gold here in USWO.
Yeah. There you go, folks. Unfinished business. Back to you, Michael.
Wrestling fans, welcome back to USWO Championship Wrestling. In the ring, we have Big Bob Tiny Bear with his second Bad Boy Dixon. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. He's Josephus, the Shelby Street Brawler, a fan favorite here in the USWO. Last week here at our live events, Josephus defeated 19 other men to become the new #1 contender for the USWO Heavyweight Championship. Tiny Bear took exception to that. Him and Dixon jumped him, or tried to jump him, henceforth setting up this match this week. Let's see what Josephus has to
knowing
say.
these two scumbags, I figured they might pull some crap like this, so Josephus has a little surprise for you tonight, boys. I got somebody from my corner. As the old saying goes, I was born in ice. But I wasn't born last night. Cue the music.
Let's see who Josephus has to second his corner. Who could it be? Josephus, a fairly newcomer to the rings and ranks of professional. It's Dirty Dutch Mantell, a true wrestling legend in the Mid-South area here. For years, this man has had many ring wars, including with our own promoter, Tony Falk. A true wrestling legend and icon, Dirty Dutch Mantell, recently had his first book published. I believe it's available at Amazon.com. It's The World According to Dutch. Check that out when you have time. We got Josephus, the Shelby Street Brawler, seconded by a true wrestling legend, Dirty Dutch Mantell. I believe he's been coaching and mentoring him. Dirty Dutch Mantell recently opening the wrestling school here in the Nashville area. You can Google that. Dutch has a website, I believe it's dirtydutchmantell.com. Check that out. Any inspiring up-and-coming want to get into professional wrestling. Let's see what this Tiny Bear can do one-on-one. Like I said last Friday night here at the Stadium Inn, we had a 20-man over-the-top battle royal for winner to get a shot at Jeff Daniels, the heavyweight champion. And Tiny Bear took exception to being thrown over the top rope by a newcomer like Josephus. Him and Dixon tried to jump him, but didn't have much efforts in that. Now he's trying to psych him out with a test of strength. Josephus, a pretty stout fella, as you can see those right hands having little effect. Now Josephus with a little slapping of his own. Takes him in, whips him in with a big, stout clothesline. Josephus, like I said, a pretty stout fella. Tiny Bear, not too small himself. As you can see, he just hammering, driving that shoulder into the midsection there. And a big forearm smash to the chest. And fans, we're about to have to take a break on this one. I know it's early in it, but we'll be right back with this match as it continues.
USWO and ATL present Championship Wrestling every Friday night at the Stadium Inn, downtown Nashville. Bell time 8 o'clock, doors open at 6:30. The Stadium Inn is located at the corner of James Robertson Parkway and Interstate Drive across from LP Field. I-24, exit 48. For more information, call the USWO hotline at 615-664-1669 at the Stadium Inn, where the stars shine bright on Friday night.
Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales, located at 621 Old Hickory Boulevard E. Our number is 615-612-7635. $500 down on most vehicles. Home of 0% interest. Financing on all auto loans. $50 weekly notes. Come see Bruce, Sherry, and Tim today at Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales.
Yes, you're approved.
We cash any check.
Money orders, payroll checks,
I come here with my husband to get his check cashed.
Government checks.
insurance checks.
Out-of-town checks.
When customers have an emergency, we'll cash their check when no one else will.
I can come here after work. I can come here on the weekends.
I'm here to cash a check and looks like a good store.
$10,000, $20,000.
$50,000.
No check is too big.
Advance Financial. Welcome.
It's been Cephas since the break, ladies and gentlemen, as he's continuing just pounding on him. Tiny Bear not had much of any defense here. Whips him in. A big clothesline. And Dixon takes one for his efforts. Now the Dutchman's got him. The Dirty Dutchman letting him know, get on out of here, son. You ain't got nothing. Now Tiny Bear whips Josephus in. He reverses it. Catches him with that choke. Slam. And I believe we've got a winner here. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, it was pretty much no contest. Josephus all the way here in this one. Seconded by Dutch Mantell. Dutch Mantell giving him some what for there. Let's take a look at the replay here. Fans really behind Josephus here. As you can see here on the USWO replay, he whips him in a big clothesline, and Dixon gets one for his troubles. It was all Josephus here, and Dixon getting a little what for from Dutchman out there. Tiny Bear with the eye rake, but Josephus reverses it. Comes back with a choke slam. And that was all she wrote with a 1, 2, 3. Your winner here, Josephus.
I have the privilege of being here with Rudy Switchblade and LT Falk, the USWO Tag Team Champions. Now, LT, last week, main event, you and Drew Haskins. You beat the man in the center of the ring, but that wasn't enough. After the match, we see Derek King stick his nose in. You had some backup. Your dad was there, and this man who's got your back was there. Now you guys are scheduled to take on those two gentlemen in a tag team match, putting the belts on the line. Tell us what's going through your mind.
See, last week I beat Haskins 1, 2, 3, clean as can be. But that no good Derek King wants to put his nose in my business, and that's how we ended up in this situation. A tag team title match that's taking place tonight. Derek King Enterprises, everyone knows you love to talk a lot of smack. Therefore, we know they love to talk the talk. The question is, can you walk the walk? They need a wake-up call. LT Falk and Rudy Switchblade, we're going to be more than damn glad to give it to them.
Well, you're going to be standing in this man's corner, and I know you got a lot to say. What's going through your mind?
Steve, you know, I'm a firm believer in actions speak louder than words. Derek King, Drew Haskins, we read your actions loud and clear. So tonight, we have a title match. And Derek Enterprises, your stock market's about to crash, and this time, there isn't going to be a bailout.
There you go, folks. USWO Tag Team Champions. That's going to blow the roof off.
Welcome back in, wrestling fans. I'm Philip Michael Thomas. I'm your host here on USWO. In the ring, we have an ATL Heavyweight Championship match underway as Darren Flint, the Irish immigrant, takes on champion, the Boogie Woogie Boy, Gary Valiant. Gary Valiant slides, ducks a clothesline, and with a big back elbow. Gary Valiant, a real people's person here in the USWO. Son of handsome Jimmy Valiant, WWE Hall of Famer, the son of a Hall of Famer, ladies and gentlemen. Boogie Woogie been going around for about 20 years now in the southeast part of the United States. And Darren Flint follows up with a big drop kick. Boogie Woogie probably showboating a little bit for the fans there. Now follows it up with a vicious choke. Referee making him count. Referee back in there trying to get him to break the choke. This Darren Flint is young, up and coming, and he is hungry, ladies and gentlemen. The USWO, known for its young, up and coming roster of talent. Tony Falk has a great eye for young and upcoming stars, and this Darren Flint is one of the best. But you cannot underestimate the Boogie Woogie Boy. He is the defending ATL Heavyweight Champion. Bill DeShields, promoter of ATL, is very fond and proud of his champion here, and as he should be. Whip into the turnbuckle, followed up by a big clothesline, and Darren Flint is seeing stars. The crowd here not too fond of Darren Flint. Now Boogie back up to his feet, whips Darren in. Darren reverses it, in for a big boot to the face. Boogie follows it up with a big clothesline. And a Russian leg sweep. Now Boogie Woogie calling to the fans for support. I think he's about maybe ready to wind this one up. Ooh, and a big chop, followed up by another one. Whips him in, goes in for his patented. It's the Boogie Blaster, and this one is definitely over. 1, 2, 3, there you go. Winner and still champion, the Boogie Woogie Boy, Gary Valiant. Darren gave it all he had, but Boogie just a little too much for him this week. Boogie Woogie, your ATL champion, and the fans love him. Boogie Woogie, Gary Valley. Let's take a look at the replay here. He whips him in, hits the ropes, comes off the big boogie blaster, and that's all she wrote. You can count to 50. 1, 2, 3, and it's over. Now Boogie in the ring celebrating with his traditional fans. He always invites the fans in the ring to do the boogie woogie and hoot and holler and the boot scoop boogie. Now he's doing the traditional boogie, whatever that's called, the boogie woogie woogie, or this guy in the ring, I'm not sure who he is, but he is definitely a boogie woogie fan. Doing the cat calling and the playing up to the crowd here. That's all for this one. When we return, LT Falk and Rudy Switchblade defend the Tag Team Championship against Derek King Enterprises. We'll be back right after this.
USWO and ATL present Championship Wrestling every Friday night at the Stadium in downtown Nashville. Bell time 8 o'clock, doors open at 6:30. The Stadium Inn is located at the corner of James Robertson Parkway and Interstate Drive across from LP Field. I-24, exit 48. For more information, call the USWO hotline at 615-664-1669 at the Stadium Inn, where the stars shine bright on Friday night.
We cash any check.
Money orders, payroll checks,
I come here with my husband to get his check cashed.
Government checks.
insurance checks.
Out-of-town checks.
When customers have an emergency, we'll cash their check when no one else will.
I can come here after work. I can come here on the weekends.
I'm here to cash a check, and looks like a good store.
$10,000, $20,000.
$50,000.
No check is too big.
Advance Financial. Welcome.
Norrie Havoc, in just a short amount of time, it's going to be time to go to that ring. No disqualification, USWO Heavyweight Championship. You know, I pulled it off last week, Norrie. I got to reinstate it. The First Lady's here. She's in the back getting ready right now. She's loading up because we're coming, Norrie. We're coming for you. No disqualification. You asked for it. Now you're going to feel the wrath. You're going to find out why they call me the Crippler. I am the USWO Heavyweight Champion. And when it's all said and done, I will still be your champion.
Welcome back in, wrestling fans. I'm Philip Michael Thomas. I'm your host here on USWO Championship Wrestling. LT Falk and Rudy Switchblade. In the ring already, we have their opponents, Drew Haskins and Derek King. This match is for the Tag Team Championship of the USWO. As you can see, the fans here really are behind their Tag Team Champions. LT Falk, the son of promoter Tony Falk, the living legend of Tennessee. Rudy Switchblade high-fiving, LT high-fiving. They're fired up. The fans are hot. The fans are behind them. This match should be a great, great contest. Last Friday night here at USWO, LT Falk in singles competition gotten a victory over young Drew Haskins' Teen Excitement. And then Derek King hit the ring, and it was 2-on-1. And Big Papa Tony hit the ring with his big stick, making the save for his son. thus setting up this tag team title match. Your commissioner in the gold and black tie this week, Gordon. You got to give it to Gordon here for signing this tag team title match. Doing double duty as the live event ring announcer here. Drew Haskins taunting the crowd here. Your referee, J.W. Scrappy McGowan Jr. here. Derek King and them taking their time, getting in the ring. Now they're playing a little mind games here with LT and Rudy as they're holding up the tag team belts. You're not the champions yet, son. This match is for the tag team championship of USWO. Your defending champions, Rudy Switchblade and LT Falk, taking on Derek King Enterprises, comprised of Teen Excitement, Drew Haskins, and the boss himself, the Memphis Mogul, Derek King. They call for the bell, and this one is underway. Want to thank everybody for watching this week. Everyone at the live events here each and every Friday night at the downtown Stadium Inn across from LP Field right off of exit 48 on I-24. It's Friday Night Fevers here at the USWO Live. Rudy backs Drew in the corner there. Comes back out with a little aggression. Now he backs him back into the corner again. Referee counting for a break. Rudy with the clean break. Drew pushing. Rudy gives it back to him. And a big high hip toss. Followed up by an arm drag. And another hip toss. And Drew is rocking and reeling. Tag in the partner, LT Falk. Takes him in. A double leg sweep. I've never seen that before. Followed up by a double elbow drop. And he goes for the pin. 1, 2, but Derek King in to make the break. Referee telling him not to, but not much you can do. Referee's job very hard, especially in a tag team match with 4 guys. You can't see everything, and you can't be in 4 places at once. LT got that arm lock. Now Drew fighting his way, maybe a possible eye right there. Derek King comes in, gets a drop toe hold, followed up by a side headlock. The Memphis Mogul in that headlock. LT Falk. Drew in, has him up, head scissors, boom, and a side, does a head scissors on Drew Haskins, followed up by a side headlock takeover on Derek King. Derek King back up, shoots LT off, ducks a clothesline, big high drop kick, LT back up, Derek King is out on the floor. Wrestling fans, like I said earlier, this match resulted as what happened here live last Friday night. LT with a victory over Drew Haskins, and then Derek King hits the ring, and it was a 2-on-1 advantage, but Big Papa Tony Falk hit the ring with a big stick and cleaned house, thus setting up this tag team title match. As you heard earlier, you heard Derek King and Drew asking for this match, and Commissioner Gordon signed it last Friday night, and we're bringing it to you live here on Championship Wrestling this week. This is the second of 3 title matches. Our main event still to come, a no DQ match between Norrie Havoc and champion Jeff the Crippler Daniels. Now Derek King with those punches. LT reverses it with the elbow and a chop and a forearm and a chop. Whips him in. The Memphis Mogul's in and out, and a big high backdrop on Derek King. LT for the cover, referee 1, 2, but Drew Haskins in and breaks up the pin. Now LT tags in Rudy. Rudy up and over with the little cute diving roll. Not sure what that's called. I'm sure it has 4 or 5 names, depending on what guy uses it. Now Rudy does kind of a Rey Mysterio stop into the ropes. Derek King in. Rudy moved, and now Derek King back up. Rudy blocks the punch and hip tosses him back in the ring. Drew Haskins with a big hair pull there as LT's arguing with the referee. This is what they want, guys. They want that referee basically cutting the ring off in half. And we'll be back with more of the championship match when we return.
USWO and ATL present Championship Wrestling every Friday night at the Stadium Inn, downtown Nashville. Bell time 8 o'clock, doors open at 6:30. The Stadium Inn is located at the corner of James Robertson Parkway and Interstate Drive across from LP Field. I-24, exit 48. For more information, call the USWO hotline at 615-664-1669 at the Stadium Inn, where the stars shine bright on Friday night.
Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales, located at 621 Old Hickory Boulevard E. Our number is 615-612-7635. $500 down on most vehicles. Home of 0% interest. Financing on all auto loans. $50 weekly notes. Come see Bruce, Sherry, and Tim today at Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales.
Yes, you're approved.
We cash any check.
Money orders, payroll checks,
I come here with my husband to get his check cashed.
Government check.
insurance checks.
Out-of-town checks.
When customers have an emergency, we'll cash their check when no one else will.
I can come here after work. I can come here on the weekends.
I'm here to cash a check and looks like a good store.
$10,000, $20,000.
$50,000.
No check is too big.
Advance Financial. Welcome.
Back to action here. While you've been gone, you haven't missed much. They've basically cut the ring in half and been wearing out Rudy Switchblade. Been wearing him down with some double teaming tactics. Referee behind his back, a lot of choking on the ropes and stuff, just like you see here. Drew Haskins with that blatant choke in the corner. Big forearm to the back of the neck. And a tag in to Derek King. He's the boss, the Memphis Mogul. And he just clocked him in the ribs. This all started last week when Derek King and Drew Haskins came out to interfere in a match of LT. It was a battle of the cover boys. Drew Haskins' Teen Excitement claims he's been on magazine covers all across the country. And LT recently, a few weeks ago, on the cover of the Nashville Scene. Like to thank the Nashville Scene for their big cover story on USWO right here at the Stadium Inn. It's Friday Night Fever every Friday night, and we'll bring it to you live here this week on Championship Wrestling. There you see Drew Haskins with a blading choke, pulling him back over that middle rope there. Derek King telling Drew to get back in the ring, and they didn't even tag, ladies and gentlemen. Referee didn't see it. He's been arguing with LT. Now Rudy and Drew has him cinched in that front face lock. Rudy's trying to get to that tag, trying to. LT's ready for it. Let's see if we can get it here. He gets it, but the referee did not see it. And he will make LT Falk get out of the ring. At the time, you see them double teaming. Drew Haskins with them little silly shot. I think that's more of an insult to injury there. But Derek King with that front face lock has Rudy down. For the past 3-4 minutes, it has been all Derek King Enterprises. Double teaming. A lot of illegal tactics behind the referee's back here, as you see. Drew pushing away Rudy's feet from the ropes. LT Falk is doing his partner no good by arguing with the referee, but it's that emotion that's driving him. A big scoop slam from Derek King, and Derek King sizing him up like he hasn't done and gets the cocky tag in the teen excitement. Drew Haskins. Drew Haskins just taunting him here. Posts him up for a big body slam. Boom. And Rudy, now he's being a little cocky here with the wobbly legs, and he comes down and he just goes for a lackadaisical cover there. Not even a 2 on that, I believe. Rudy Switchblade, formerly of Knuckles and Knives, but Johnny Punch, his partner from months ago, moved out of state. There you see Drew Haskins. Rudy moved and clocked Drew Haskins there. Hopefully getting the big tag here to LT Falk. And LT Falk gets the tag. He's in. Big right hand, left hand, big chop, another chop, both men down. Drew back up, big forearm, they cut him off. Now they got him. They whip LT in, LT down, kicks Drew Haskins. Rope-a-dope on there, boom, a neck breaker into a DDT. And LT's got the cover, 1, 2, 3, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner and still tag team champions. Big chop there on the replay, followed by a forearm. Derek King gouges him in the eye. Looks like they're going to have it here. They whip LT in. A big kick to Drew Haskins and a big roundabout dope-a-dope. And LT turned that into a neck breaker and a DDT. And 1, 2, 3, your winners and still champions, Rudy Switchblade and LT Falk. Still to come, your main event, a no disqualification heavyweight title match. We'll be right back.
USWO and ATL present Championship Wrestling every Friday night at the Stadium Inn, downtown Nashville. Bell time 8 o'clock, doors open at 6:30. The Stadium Inn is located at the corner of James Robertson Parkway and Interstate Drive across from LP Field. I-24, exit 48. For more information, call the USWO hotline at 615-664-1669 at the Stadium Inn, where the stars shine bright on Friday night.
Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales, located at 621 Old Hickory Boulevard E. Our number is 615-612-7635. $500 down on most vehicles. Home of 0% interest. Financing on all auto loans. $50 weekly notes. Come see Bruce, Sherry, and Tim today at Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales.
Yes, you're approved.
We cash any check.
Money orders, payroll checks,
I come here with my husband to get his check cashed.
Government checks.
insurance checks.
Out-of-town checks.
When customers have an emergency, we'll cash their check when no one else will.
I can come here after work. I can come here on the weekends.
I'm here to cash a check, and looks like a good store.
$10,000, $20,000.
$50,000.
No check is too big.
Advance Financial. Welcome.
You know, James Duncan, he wakes up in the morning and he opens his eyes real slowly because he knows when he looks in that mirror, he's going to have to squint just a little bit because that reflection looking back at him is so pretty. It's the first thing he sees in the morning and it's the last thing he sees at night. It's so pretty, and he doesn't have to touch the hair. It's perfect. The chest, it's perfect. In fact, he's not just pretty. He's pretty, pretty. That's right, mirror. I am the Playboy James Duncan, and I got something to ask. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the prettiest in the whole USWO? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening, the one you've been waiting for. This match has been building for 2 months as Jeff the Crippler Daniels faces Noray Havoc, your former heavyweight champion. Dominique, his valet at ringside, returning after a 3-week suspension, and Noray Havoc with a big forearm or punch there. Jeff Daniels backing into the corner. For weeks, it was Dominique that helped Jeff Daniels steal the title, or I can't say that. I have to be unbiased here. But basically, they cheated to steal the title from Noray Havoc. Now the both men lock up like two bulls. Jeff Daniels in the corner, swings that big punch, but Noray Havoc ducks out too quick for him. There you see Dominique cheering her man on. The lovely Dominique. She is really a handful, ladies and gentlemen. The women here in USWO, the fans really hate her. Big shoulder tackle from Noray Havoc, and Jeff Daniels is beside himself. Your referee in this, Jamie Ferrari, our senior official here this evening. As you can see, the fans taunting Dominique there. Wouldn't say that she would be a devil, but that's the fans' opinion. Big block up here by both guys, sizing each other up. And Jeff Daniels with the headlock. He has the headlock, side headlock here. Noray Havoc backs him in, comes in, big shoulder tackle by the champion. Big drop down, coming back over. Big leapfrog, and a drop kick from Noray Havoc. And Jeff Daniels is on the floor. Jeff Daniels on the floor arguing with the referee, saying he pulled a hair. Using this tactic to definitely get to catch his breath, to slow the pace down, to try to get into the mind of Noray Havoc. Noray Havoc, usually one of the faster guys here on the roster with a lot of high flying, a lot of fast technical wrestling moves. Jeff Daniels, about as seasoned as you can get in professional wrestling. 20-plus year career here. Over 47 championships to his accolade. And he went for the test of strength and he doped him in. Followed up by a big right hand. Pardon me, a left hand. Now running his head into the turnbuckle. Followed up by a left punch. Takes him, whips him in. And Noray with the big boot. Followed up by the big clothesline. And Jeff Daniels is back out on the floor. Dominique arguing with the crowd and the referee. Trying to pep her man up for more support. But as I said earlier, Jeff Daniels playing mind games, trying to slow the pace of this one down, getting into the head of Noray Havoc. This match has been brewing for 2 months. Noray Havoc just a couple of months ago lost the title to Jeff the Crippler Daniels. These guys lock up again. Noray Havoc with the headlock this time. This match is a no DQ, so these guys can do whatever they really want. Big side headlock here. Sizing up Jeff Daniels. Referee in there. Referee Jamie Ferrari there. Jeff backs him into the rope, shoots him off, goes for a leapfrog, but Norrie Havoc stopped. There you see Dominique. Now this is legal. She can come into the ring like that, and it worked to her and his advantage. But Norrie Havoc, relentless, coming back, men trading punches. Norrie Havoc goes to whip him in. He reverses it, goes up, big, oh, set him up for that. And that's legal. That could have been a disqualification, low blow. But this is a no DQ match. Just earlier as she ran in the ring to distract him, nothing Jamie Ferrari can do. Now look at her. Look at her just, adding insult to injury. Jeff Daniels with a big elbow. Goes for the pin, 1-2. Norrie kicks out. It's going to take a little more than that to beat Norrie Havoc. Now just a blatant choke, and nothing Jamie can do except sit there and watch. He's just there to count the pins or the submissions. That's the only way to win this match. No disqualification here. And we'll be back with more right after this.
USWO and ATL present Championship Wrestling every Friday night at the Stadium Inn, downtown Nashville. Bell time 8 o'clock, doors open at 6:30. The Stadium Inn is located at the corner of James Robertson Parkway and Interstate Drive across from LP Field. I-24, exit 48. For more information, call the USWO hotline at 615-664-1669 at the Stadium Inn, where the stars shine bright on Friday night.
Fletcher's Pizza at 2715 Old Lebanon Road, across from the Donaldson Plaza, featuring an all-you-can-eat buffet Sunday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The best wings around, the hottest sandwiches in town, and pizza that'll make you want to get down to Fletcher's Pizza at 2715. During the break, it's been all Jeff Daniels ever since Dominique interfered and cut this man. It's been all the Crippler. They don't call him the Crippler for nothing, as he says, and just a blatant standing on a man's throat. And as I said earlier, this is a no DQ match. Dominique blatantly interfering with a choke there. It is legal. It is legal in this match. Norrie Havoc asked for it. Commissioner Gordon signed it. And once again, adding insult to injury. Jeff Daniels has this match at the pace that he wants it. As I said earlier, Norrie Havoc's more of a high-tempo wrestler, more of a high-flying aerial, high-speed. Now Norrie back up, whips him into the corner. But Jeff moves, and it's all shoulder into the post for Norrie Havoc. I want to thank you for watching this week. We've had a heck of a ride here this week. This is the third of 3 title matches this week. And Jeff Daniels relentless on the stomps on the shoulder there. Dropping the knee down. Now he has that arm bar in the sort of a modified hammerlock there. Dominique yelling. As usual, referee Jamie Ferrari in there to see if Norrie wants to submit, which I doubt he will. And the big stomp on the back. As I said, Jeff Daniels, list of championships over 47, currently the USWO. He won that title a few months ago with the help of Dominique from the man he's in there with now. Now he has that arm bar and the other arm grapevine. The man knows his stuff. About as seasoned as a veteran as you can get here in USWO. And currently, he's the heavyweight champion. This is a no DQ match, and for the past 3 or 4 minutes, has been basically a 2-on-1. Now he throws Norway Havoc out to the crowd. This is legal. Both men outside. Jeff Daniels with some forearms to the back. Norway back up with some punches of his own. Men trading punches here. He goes to ram him into the turnbuckle. Ooh, but the mat got it first. Ooh, he met the post that time. That shoulder and arm of Norway Havoc there has to be in some pain. He throws him back into the ring now. Perhaps he'll go for a pin, try to end it, but no, he's going to drop that big running elbow, and he connects. 1, 2. Norway Havoc kicks out. A little less steam in the man this time. That was basically about a 2 1/4 count there. This match is for the USWO Heavyweight Championship. Many men over the past 10 years have held that championship. Just recently, Norway Havoc defeated Jerry Lynn for that title. Former champions include the 2 men that's in the ring, Jerry Lynn, Chase Stevens, Chris Michaels, A.M. Vision, Eric Andrews. The list goes on and on. Many great former champions here. USWO setting the standard for professional wrestling here in Middle Tennessee. And the big high knee drop to the groin. That had to hurt, as you see Jeff Daniels is singing soprano. And like I said, when Jeff did it to Norway earlier, it's all legal. Trading punches here. Dominique into the ring. Jeff whipped into the cornbuckle. Big elbow. She's on the back of the challenger. This is legal. This is legal. She's holding on. He's got her by the hair. Don't do it, Norway. Jeff walks into a big right hand there. And she slaps Norway Havoc. Norway Havoc, ooh, he just laid her out with a chopping block, and the crowd erupts. He just laid out Dominique. Now Jeff with the chair. And he walked in. Ladies and gentlemen, that's probably it. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Basically, he sacrificed Dominique to get the win. Let's take a look at the replay. You can see her. It's no DQ. She's interfering on his back. He has her by the hair now. Jeff Daniels comes in, gets a big right hand for his trouble. She slaps him, and Norway sets up for the chopping block and gives Jeff time to come in with the metal chair, and that's all she wrote. Sacrificing his valet to retain the title. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for USWO. We'll see you next week.